welcome back. It's Jen. So time for my June wrap up. I read 10 books this month and I'm very proud of myself. That is more than I normally read. I usually read around 6 to 8 books. So this was I think the most books I've read this year was in June. So we'll see if I can do 10 in July as well. Who knows? I do have a vacation in there, so that might either make me read more or slow my reading down, depends on how it goes. But to get started, I thought I would tell you my thoughts overall on these books. I'm going to start with my lowest rated to my highest rated. Overall, I had 1 2-star, 1 3-star, 4 4-stars, and 4 books that were 4.5 to 5 stars. It depends on the day, but we'll just call it 5 stars. So there you have it. So overall, that's a really good, strong reading month. Let's start with my biggest disappointment, which you already heard my thoughts a little bit in my thriller vlog that went up just the last video I posted. And this was my least favorite of the month, the last one by Will Dean. Pros about this book, let's see, I gave it a 2-star. Pros about this is I appreciate what the author was trying to write, trying to do. It was slow to me. I didn't care for the main character, Kaz. Once the twist happened or the reveal of what was going on this cruise ship happened, I thought, okay, this is good. Let's see how this goes. But overall, I just didn't like it. I hated the ending of this. That's what knocked it down to a 2 instead of a 3. This was too long. I feel like this was more of a horror / survival than a thriller. That's just my opinion. People say, oh, it was a wild ride. Sure, it was a wild ride because there's no way you could have seen what was coming. You had to suspend belief the entirety of this book as well, and I didn't like any of the characters. So that was not great. That was my lowest rated. Next up is my 3-star, and that was The Fury by Michaelides. Let's say I like this more than The Maidens, but obviously less than The Silent Patient, so I didn't hate it. 3.5 stars, really. The good things about this was the story was told in a unique way. He's kind of like, you feel like you're sitting down with a friend and hearing this juicy gossip, this story that happened to him. So that was unique and interesting. I did like the setting in this book. I did like the morally gray characters. The storyline was intriguing. So those were good. A little bit on the slow side for Con. I didn't really care about the main character, the narrator of this book, and I felt a little underwhelmed. So that's why I settled on like a 3.5 stars, kind of right in the middle. So this was a solid book, but I didn't love it as much as some people did. Then the next few are 4 stars. So at the very end of June, I picked up The Soul of an Octopus and then couldn't put it down. It's a shorter book. This is a nonfiction book, and it was so fascinating. Everything I learned about Octopus was just so interesting, you guys. It was so fascinating. It didn't read like a nonfiction. It definitely had a narrative feel to it. I wasn't really bored. The author did a really good job explaining, you know, the science behind what she was saying about different things. There's pictures in the middle, which was really neat to look at. Yeah, and it's definitely something that I could see myself picking up again at some point. There's so much good information in here. Absolutely fascinating. This I highly recommend for a nonfiction if you're looking for a good one. And it's good for summertime. It's about ocean animals, about octopus. So the next 4-star, which obviously was in my 5-star prediction wrap-up video, so you've kind of already heard my thoughts about this one, so I won't go into too much detail. Solid story. I'm excited for the sequel. It's read a little bit like a debut to me. It was a debut. Like the second half better than the first half, and I went ahead and settled on a 4-star. I'm anticipating the second one though, because I did like how this was wrapped up and how it set up for the second book. Next 4-star, Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. I combo read this and I read it and I listened to it at the same time. Jason Reynolds actually reads this on the audio, and it's a book in verse. I don't think books in verse are for me, but that being said, this was very powerful. It was a great story. It makes you think, and I mean, I read it in like under an hour and a half. It's a very short audiobook. You know, the pages are, you know, like this, so that's why it reads so fast. So another 4-star. Then The Connellys of Counting Down by Tracey Lange was a 4-star. This really packed a punch for such a short book. I really loved the sibling and the family dynamics in this. I liked how the siblings kind of helped each other out through all their difficult things that were going on in this book in their lives at the time. I was very impressed on how much depth she gave her characters and how much I cared for each one of them in such a short book. If this book was another 150 pages, you guys, I would have absolutely read it. I love her writing. It's only the second one that I've read by her. I'm not sure. I think she's only written 2. I could be wrong on that. But if you haven't checked out Tracey Lange, please do. We Were the Brennans. We Are the Brennans is her other one. Yeah, We Are the Brennans. That's her other one. So yeah, she's only had 2 books, and they were both so enjoyable. Love this one. Very good. Beautiful cover too. Okay, the last, there's one other 4-star. I'll pop up a picture. I read it on my Kindle. Alex Finlay, If Something Happens to Me. This one was hard. Again, I would say 4.5 stars. It was almost a 5-star. I've read some negative reviews or not such strong reviews on this, but I disagree. I love this book. I actually wish I would have put that in my thriller vlog over the Will Dean one, because they were all such strong books. But you know, I did like gasp out loud, like, oh my gosh, I did not see the twist coming in that one. It was very action packed. Could not stop reading, could not put it down. I was clicking on my Kindle pretty fast. The twist was, I did not see coming, which I love that, which you guys know. So that was another good one. And then the last 3 are 5 stars, no particular order. Evvie like Chevy. Evvie Drake Starts Over by Linda Holmes. This, I think, has like a 3.5-ish rating on Goodreads, but it was definitely a 5-star read for me. I can't exactly tell you why. I just loved it. I love their relationship. They start off as friends, right? It's a romance, so I'm not giving anything away there, but such a realistic telling of a romance, and I was never bored. I flew through this as well. Very invested in the characters. I really enjoyed the character growth that you saw in Evvie from beginning to end, and that was really cool too. Definitely 5 stars. Want to check out more by this author. Very nice surprise. And then you already saw my thoughts a little bit, so I won't go into too much detail because these were the other 2 in my thriller vlog. Megan Goldin, Stay Awake, 5 stars, highly recommend. And another 5-star, Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Cavanaugh. Both of these would be a good recommendation for a quick summer beach read. You won't want to put this down. You'll be highly entertained. I promise you, you will enjoy your reading experience with these. Characters are good. Twists and turns are good. You'll flip through this. These chapters are really short. You know, just, it's a page turner. Both of these are page turners. And they really lived up to my expectation, my hype. These were great as well. So there you have it. That's my wrap up for June. Sorry it came in a little bit late, just trying to balance all the summer plans as well. But yeah, I am excited to get started on July's reading, and I hope you guys are having a fun summer. Hope you're doing something awesome today. Thanks for taking time to watch my video, and I will see you in the next one. Happy reading. Bye.